Hey guys, it's me again, Screaming Monkey Garage. Just wanted to make a quick little video. This one's going to be kind of centered on the Wagoneer again and the Sniper. But let me talk about a couple of little things real quick. So if you have an old Wagoneer and you don't have it all restored and everything, and it's basically in its somewhat original condition over the last 30 some years, one thing you might want to consider doing is taking care of a problem area that is basically right here, the main wiring harness that comes down by the right side valve cover, and goes down by the exhaust manifold and goes down to the oil pressure sending unit and comes over here to the solenoid. There's wires all over the place next to a high heat area. This blue thing I have on here, even though it doesn't look very good, is basically a high heat heater hose that I bought at a local parts store. Or you could possibly use just a normal heater hose, but this one was available. I was looking for something that was like a high heat insulation. And they probably have other things too. But I've melted several wire looms, normal black wire looms like back there. And I had some wiring problems, which this is kind of the main area that you got to worry about on these Grand Wagoneers, because of this exhaust right here, and the wires come loose and they get on the exhaust and they burn up, causing fires and causing no start issues. So anyway, I just cut that in half with a pair of scissors and put some zip ties on it. As you can see, basically what was happening is my Sniper unit quit working. Well, it wasn't really the Sniper didn't quit working, but I had a no start issue. And it actually was a good thing, because this has been on here for approximately 4 months now, and there were some things going on. The fuel pump was getting noisier. It wasn't running as good as I wanted it to. Well, like I said, I had a no start issue, so that made me go back to the basics. I had RPM, I had all the sensors were working. They were showing that they were working on the handheld, and so I just basically got a test slide out and I checked the coil, and it wasn't getting any power to the coil. So I just basically chased the wire down. You know, I went through here, opened up this whole wire loom area here, and what I found is I had tied into the orange wire. There was an orange wire that comes from the over here and goes across, and that basically goes to your coil wire, and it also goes over here to your solenoid. It splits off a couple of times. But the orange wire, somewhere in this general area right here, had what I believe was a fusible link. It was basically the wire was connected together with some rubberized material, and that had kind of melted. And so I basically took care of that, and at the same time I put this high heat heater hose on here, which really helped out. That resolved my issue, and so now I don't have a no start issue. But what I also did at the same time was just went over and checked everything, because when I was trying to diagnose the problem before I checked the coil, I noticed that the fuel pump was just going up to 40 pounds through my pressure gauge here, and I know they need to have 58 pounds to work, but basically what it does, it goes up to 60, and then when it charges, and then when you crank it, it goes up to 60, but then when you let go of the ignition, it goes down to 40 if it doesn't start. So that wasn't really a problem. But I tightened up all the hose clamps. Like you can see, there's a couple there, and I mean, there's obviously another one there, and down over here there's a few when I go to my lines, and then back by the fuel pump I tightened all those hose clamps. They had loosened up over the 4 months time period. So that's something you just want to go back and double check after you put a Sniper on here, or any fuel injection unit. And what it did, it cut the sound of the fuel pump in half. I guess maybe the fuel pump was sucking a little air or something was causing it to be louder, and just by tightening the hose clamps, that took care of that problem. So that's pretty much it, but just consider doing something to this wire loom over here, just to keep it away from the heat source, or maybe to help cover it up, and go from there. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.